On a clear day when the sky is blue and there's just enough breeze to blow the clouds away, you can stand on the big hill above the valley and watch Duck and Oliver far below, busily at work on Duck's branch line near the sea.
Oliver is a Great Western tank engine. The other railway wanted to scrap him, so he ran away. Isabelle, his faithful coach, came too, and so did Toad, a Brakevan. At the last moment they were nearly caught, but Douglas saved them. The Fat Controller was pleased, and said that when Oliver was mended, he could help Duck with his branch line. "We'll give you all Great Western colours, like Duck," he said kindly. "That will help you to forget your troubles." "Oh, thank you, sir," said Oliver happily.
The two engines were very proud of their matching coats of gleaming color. Oliver often talks about the time that Douglas saved him from scrap.
"If it wasn't for his help,"
Oliver will say,
"I might have been caught when I ran away from the scrapyard, and I would never have come to live here on Sir Topham Hatt's railway."
Duck's branch starts from the big station. When Oliver started work, he often met other engines there. They all wanted to know about his adventures.
"Amazing," remarked Henry.
"Oliver," said James, "has resource." "And sagacity," put in Gordon. "What does that mean?" whispered Percy. "I think," replied Thomas, "it's about being clever and wise."
"He is," finished Gordon, "an example to us all."
"You're too kind," giggled Oliver modestly. But he was only a tank engine after all. No big engine had ever said admiring things to him before. I'm sorry to say that it made him puffed up in the smokebox. The Fat Controller rescued another coach, called Dulcie. She trundled along with Isabelle. Oliver sang, "Oh, Isabelle's a funny coach, and so is Dulcie too. If I didn't look after them, they'd not know what to do." "Just listen to him, just listen to him," twittered Dulcie. "He's proud, he's conceited, he's heading for trouble," Isabelle sadly replied. "I feel it in my frames," she shrieked as they rounded a curve. Oliver just laughed. "Henry says I'm amazing. He's right. What do I care for trouble? I just push it aside."
He whistled as he swooshed along the line. One day, Sir Topham Hatt came to see him.
"You are doing well. Now you must learn how to look after freight cars."
Every wise engine knows that you cannot trust freight cars.
All trucks are badly behaved, but ballast trucks are worst of all.
The other engines warned Oliver, but he took no notice.
"You think I can't manage," he said huffily. "Gordon knows better. He says I'm sagacious."
You may be good gracious or whatever you call it, but cars can be troublesome, and...
"Say no more, Duck. It's maybe a pity, but the wee engine'll just have to learn." Today, Oliver took the trucks by himself for the first time. He pulled the loaded ones to a siding and pushed empties to the chute. Then he came back full of confidence to take the loaded wagons away. The loaded trucks were comfortable and didn't want to move. They had just realized, too, that they had a different engine. "Duck, we know," they grumbled. "And Donald, and Douglas."
"What right has he to poke his funnel in here?" "Look sharp,"
puffed Oliver.
"That's not the way to speak," hissed the cars. "We'll get even."
Oliver heard nothing.
And Oliver thought he had them in control. "Trucks," he told himself proudly. "Don't play tricks on me. I'll arrange them on the middle road and start away as soon as Duck arrives. I can't understand why he says they're so troublesome." They reached the station throat.
The cars moved smoothly at first, then suddenly Oliver felt them push forward. His driver applied the brakes, but they were useless against the surging cars. "On, on," yelled the cars. Oliver fought hard, but still they forced him on and on. At last, the cars grew tired.
"I'm winning,"
gasped Oliver. But it was too late. Oliver lay bruised and bemused, bunker down in the turntable well. Duck surveyed the damage.
Hello, Oliver. Are you being a good, gracious engine? Beg pardon, but we really don't like this sort of surprise. Donald and Douglas will miss their turntable until it is mended.
That evening, Oliver was hauled gently to safety.
I'm sorry, sir,
He said to Sir Topham Hatt.
I should have listened to Duck's advice. I don't feel good, gracious, or whatever it is. I just feel silly.
Well, Oliver, replied Sir Topham Hatt, now you know the damage cars can do.
Yes, I do, sir. I look like a load of scrap iron.
Oh, I don't think so, laughed Sir Topham Hatt.
But you do need to go to the works to be mended.
The other engines now felt sorry for Oliver.
The branch line won't be the same without you, whistled Duck. Come back soon.
A few days later, Oliver did come back. His coat gleamed brighter than ever. He was a wiser engine, too. He'd never made a mistake about cars again.